All right, calculus people, it's time to learn about the chain rule. So let me give you a common example, okay? Let's say I came across sine of x squared, okay? I know what the derivative of sine is. I know what the derivative of x squared is. It's not a multiplication, so I can't use product rule. It's not an addition, I can't use sum or difference. It's not constant multiple, so I seem kind of stuck, okay? But what I'm noticing here is I'm seeing that it's one function sandwiched inside the other. Okay, I have sine x and I have x squared. First analogy is we want to think of this as one function is the outer function and one function is the inner function. Okay? What do I mean by that? It means, well, you can look at it here. It's easy because we have parentheses. One function is on the outside and one function is on the inside, okay? You can think of it like when I plug x into my function. Let's say if I had 4 and I wanted to plug that into my function as x. What would I be doing to 4 first? Would I square it first or would I take the sign first? Whichever operation I need to perform first is my inner, okay? And then I follow the order of operations out from there, okay? And I think it's easier for me to visualize which one's the inner function, which one's the outer function, is if I put them in different variables, okay? So I like to say, let's say we have sine of t and we have x squared, okay? So I could write this as sort of h of t equals sine of t, and g of x equals x squared. Rather, my big function up here, f of x equals sine of x squared, I can write this as h of g of x, okay? So what am I doing here? I'm taking g of x, remember g of x is my x squared, and I'm shoving it in wherever t is. So I'm taking my x squared and I'm shoving it in here, which is where t appears in my function. So the simple equation that you're going to have to memorize, which is the chain rule equation, is that f prime of x equals h prime of g of x multiplied by g prime of x. Let's start by first calculating h prime of x. We got my h of t right here, or my h of x, or whatever this function is. You can use whatever variable you want. I just use that for explanatory purposes. I know h prime of x equals the derivative of sine is cosine of x. And then I need to evaluate that on g of x. That just means I need to plug in g of x wherever I see x. Whereas g of x, it's my inner function, x squared. So h prime of g of x is going to equal cosine of x squared. Okay? And then I just need to calculate g prime of x. G prime of x is my inner, my x squared. That's multiplied by 2x. Okay? Derivative of x squared is 2x. And so this I could now write as my f prime of x. And this would be my final answer. Let's do another example to make sure we've got this down packed. I want you to solve and find the derivative of f of x equals the natural log of x to the third. Okay? Find this derivative and continue this video so we can work through it together. So first, again, I need to evaluate my outside and my inside. Outside, ln of x, inside, x to the third. Okay? So what's the derivative of my outside? What's d by dx here? This is going to be 1 over x. The derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x. And the derivative of my inside is going to be 3x squared. Okay? Now that I have these values, I just need to assemble them in the right order. Okay? F prime of x equals h prime of g of x multiplied by g prime of x. Okay, where h is my outside, g is my inside. So I know h prime, f prime of x equals h prime. evaluated on the normal g of x. So it's going to be 1 over x to the third times the derivative of this guy, which, as we've calculated right here, is just 3x squared. And if we perform this multiplication out, you're going to see that our result is just 3 over x. Okay? That's kind of a cool answer. Let's see why. Remember our log rules back from pre-calc, where if I have an exponent right here, I can take it and move it to the front of my function. So this function is exactly the same thing as 3 ln x. Okay, so if I wanted to take the derivative right here, I would just do 3 times the derivative of ln x. We've discussed that the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. So the df dx here would just be 3 times 1 over x, which is exactly the same result we came to by applying the chain rule. Now, as a final example, you're definitely going to be encountering this in your calculus class, is a 3-layer chain rule, where I have, let's say, for example, f of x equals sine of cosine of x squared, okay? So I've got 3 layers of functions. And the analogy here is you just gotta keep peeling back the layers like an onion. So now is when it becomes important to determine what's your outside, what's your inside. So when you have 3 or more layers, the way you want to go about this is you want to set your outside equal to your first function, sine x, and you want to set your inside equal to whatever's left. So in this case, that would be cosine of x squared. Okay? You work from the left inwards, or you work from the outside in. Okay? And now let's work through our chain rule rigmarole. The derivative of sine x is cosine x. And so I'm going to need to do cosine evaluated on my inside right here. So I'm going to take my h prime of x, cosine of my g of x, cosine of x squared. Okay? So this is going to be my h prime of g of x term times my g prime of x. Okay? So now I need to take the derivative of this guy. Well, this guy in and of itself needs a chain rule, okay? So let me take the derivative of my outer function, derivative of cosine is negative sine, and I'm going to evaluate that on my new inner function, which is going to be x squared, okay? Again, the derivative of the outside, derivative of cosine is negative sine, evaluated on the inside is my x squared, times the derivative of my new inside, which is 2x, okay? Now this is my final answer. This right here is f prime of x. If you found this video useful, please leave a like. And if you need any extra help, go to meekextrahelp.com, or you can join our Discord server for free. Anyway, have a fantastic day.